Good morning, my friends. Today is Tuesday at 10, and you know what that means? It's my inspiration day. I'm so excited. Thank you for joining me. My name is Tina Kvergich, and I am Northern Stamper. Boop, 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 boop. See, I'm even wearing my springtime colors today. I'm a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and if you need crafting stuff, you came to the right place. I'm here to help you. If you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. You can order from me. I'll post it up above or below or somewhere. Just drop me an email at northernstamper@gmail.com and I'll get it out to you. I am so excited. As a demonstrator, we get early sneak peek at the brand new upcoming catalog, and it comes out in one day. I'm so excited. I'm going to be making new classes and new things, and oh, it's just so exciting, new stuff coming out. Before the new stuff comes out, I wanted to show you some of the amazing stuff that probably will be leaving. So last week I did the butterflies. I had to think for a second. I did the butterflies. I love them. They were around for 2 years. The butterfly punch was fantastic. This week I am doing daisies because it's springtime. The weather's beautiful. The sun is shining and the flowers are coming out somewhere. I know somewhere, not by me. I live by the lake, so I am 3 weeks behind everybody. So when your flowers are finished and your tulips are dying, mine are just peeking out. So anyways, we're doing the daisies today. I love the daisies. It is one of the greatest things that is in the catalog. I have to tell you, it is. I'm just looking at Liz's comment. The boop boop. Oh, Liz, you're so funny. The daisies are one of my very favorite punches and stamp sets in the catalog by far. I will never part with those daisy sets. So I have to show you something. So yesterday I posted a daisy bouquet that I made for my mother. She requested it in all different colors. So I posted that, but I have to show you. So here's my daisy. Okay, it was much better. So it was a whole daisy bouquet in a beautiful vase with nice greenery coming out. And I put it up on my bookshelf over there, which is close to the stairs coming down. And I don't know if you've been following me, but a little while ago in the second phase of COVID, the second lockdown in Durham, I got a new cat, and her name is Willow. So beautiful little black cat, looks like a little panther. And every time this was actually very full and beautiful. Every time she comes down, she sits there by the stairs and she pokes through and she rips off all my flowers and runs away with them. So my little daisy bouquet is slowly wilting away, which I thought never would happen. But this was my very first 3D project with the daisy bouquet set. Love it. See, she's already stolen some of my little insides of the flowers. This is so simple to make. So simple. I love it. It does take time. You need to actually do quite a bit of punching. Oh, you need to do quite a bit. I'm hiding behind the flowers. You need to do quite a bit of punching, but it is so worth it in the end. So if you're interested in finding out about a class on this, let me know. And maybe before the daisies leave, hopefully the daisy punches will stay and they'll come out with a new stamp set. But I don't know. I can't say for sure until tomorrow. So if it does stay, let's make a bouquet for Mother's Day if you're interested. And I'll walk you through that and we'll do that. And let me know what you think. Anyways, I'm just rambling. So anyways, love the daisy set. That's what we're going to do today. I'm just going to put that over there so the cat can eat it later. And so I wanted to show you, I'm going to be using the Daisy Lane stamp set. Yes, it is backwards. I know. So there's a large daisy and a medium-sized daisy. And there are punches that come with it. Not with it, but you can order it. So there's the smaller one and the larger one. You can't quite see the difference when I hold it up. But if you look in the catalog, you can see there is a difference in size. And it's very, very, with all of them together, it looks really, really good. So the large Daisy punch, so the Daisy punch is $24. And the medium Daisy punch that they say is $22. Hey, that makes me think, are they coming out with a small Daisy punch? So then we'll have all three. Oh, wouldn't that be awesome? I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. That's why I love being a demonstrator. So anyways, the Daisy Lane stamp set is $31. So if you want any of this, let me know. We can order it for you before it goes out. Like I said, tomorrow we'll find out for sure. Can't wait, can't wait, can't wait. So anyways, I'm glad you could join me. So if you have any questions, drop them below or email me at northernstamper@gmail.com or private message me. That'd be great. So anyways, let's get started. We're going to make 2 cards with the Daisy punch and the stamp. So, I'm just looking here. Oh, a couple of you are up for the Daisy class. Okay. I'm gonna get started on that. Georgetown, hi Angela, how you doing? So let's get started. And if you have any questions, just pop them. I'll try and keep an eye on the phone here. So hold on a second. I'm gonna flip you around. All right. I don't want to. Whoops. There's my cord. So I don't want to run out of power. Okay. Hopefully, I always hate doing this, but let's see. Oh no. I always have a problem getting this in the camera mount. I'm always terrified that I'm going to cut you off. All right. So tonight I have a class. I'm looking forward to it. And we're doing chickens. So I've got to come up with some chicken jokes. Good morning, Gail. How are you doing today? I'm glad you could join us. So the cards we're going to make today. All right. Oops. Hold on. It's getting away. Sorry about that. So this is one of them today we're going to make. I'm going to bring in the stamp set so you can see. We are going to be using this beautiful little flower here in the Daisy Lane and the matching stalk. So we're going to do that. And we're going to make it in Blackberry Bliss. And oh my gosh, my favorite Rococo Rose, which is sadly leaving. Get it before it's gone. Oh my gosh, get it before it's gone. Gloomy day, Gail. What's going on over there? It's gorgeous over here. But I guess maybe the weather is coming from you to me. So I know maybe tomorrow is going to be a gloomy day. But today is sunny. But don't worry, Gail, you're here with us and we're going to make cards. So we're going to be doing that. And let's check out the next one. The next one we're going to make is with the punch. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that a gorgeous, gorgeous flower? And this is with the Just Jade. 2 colors, Just Jade, Melon Mambo. And we're going to be using this gorgeous fern, like absolutely gorgeous fern. And we're going to use the large medium Daisy that they call it. And the smaller one, and we're going to punch it out. So these are going to be really fantastic. And you'll see on this card that I have embossed some of the Just Jade, and we'll take a closer look as we go along. So hopefully, if you don't have the Daisy Lane set and the punches, and you want them, let me know. Don't forget, new catalogs are coming out. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and you need a catalog, please let me know at northernstamper@gmail.com. I would love to send one out to you. So my name is Tina Kavergich, Northern Stamper, and I am located just east of Toronto. So let's get started. And let's start with, I think the easiest one. Let's start with this one. Okay. So what you're going to need is your card base. So I've chosen Rococo Rose, the opposite of what the one I had over there. So I have my card base. I have my mat, which is cut down to 4 by 5 1/4. It looks like a little shorter than that, but and then I have a white piece, okay, which is cut down 1/8 from that. And we're going to start stamping on the basic white. So I'm going to make sure that I keep you in the camera. So I'm going to start with the white, and let's pop out the flowers. Oh, These have been used so much. I love, love, love the daisies. Oh my gosh. And let's get the stem, and maybe let's grab a sentiment. This one says friend. The other one says smile. So I'm going to grab the friend one because I made a friend today. I'm so excited. So excited. I made a couple of friends today, and I'm going to actually send them some cards to my new friends, Leslie and Shelley. So I'm going to put this on a block. Always remember to make sure that the block is the right size, not too large. So this is a longer one, so I'm putting it on a block H. So there we go. I'm going to put it like that. And so this one is much larger. I'm not going to use the block I because it's too large, and I don't want to get any ink around the edges. And look at my block. It really needs to be clean. So I'm going to toss this in the dishwasher, put it in. The heat of the water will clean everything off. So you can see how much I stamp and glue and everything like that. So I'm going to take a look for a block that fits my little flower. So there's that one. And that is block B. Oh, see, it uses, I've used it so much it's losing its sticky. So I just wet it a little bit and placed it on there. So, and you'll notice I put this on an angle because I've always said I put that on because this way it forces me to look at the stamp set itself as opposed to putting it on straight with the block. Sometimes it doesn't work, but it just forces me to do that different. So I put those on the block, and let's get our inks. So I wonder what new colors they're coming out with. I'm so excited. I have a feeling one of them is going to be like a papaya color, and that's going to be gorgeous with some of the yellows. Wouldn't that be a gorgeous? Have you ever seen the inside of a papaya? Oh, I hope it's one of those colors, like an orange yellow and stuff like that. That's going to be so cool. Okay, so I have my colors, Blackberry Bliss, Rococo Rose, and I'm using Pear Pizzazz. Okay, so I'm going to actually start with the Pear Pizzazz. Oh, you know what? I'm going to start with the flowers because last time I did that, I misaligned some of the stems. You wouldn't notice that. You wouldn't really know, but I did for myself. So I'm going to start with a flower, and I'm going to put it in the middle. So I'm going to start here. You know what? My cat, that little cat, is like the little cat, Willow, the black one. She's going to be like, she's like a little monster. Like, I see black cat hair everywhere here. She jumped up on my table and, oh, she wanted some love. So I petted her, and now I got black cat hair everywhere. I was making a card last night, and I was gluing, and there were like, it looks like I glued a cat into my card. So that was something else, man. She's cute as a button, but holy cow, I think love her to pieces. But yeah, she is she's something, I got to tell you. So I am using actually, there is two different ways to clean your stamps. Okay, so there is a one which is the chamois. Okay, it's purple. It's $11. It's awesome. I like this one. This is a Stampin Scrub with a spray. Okay, I've had actually this spray now for 3 years, so I'm almost out. And what I find that it really gets into the nooks and crannies of all the little pieces of the stamps. The chamois is fantastic too, but I like afterwards doing a really good clean with my Stampin Scrub. Okay, so I did the one color in Rococo Rose, and now I'm doing Blackberry Bliss. Okay, and I'm going to do one on either side. So I'm going to go a little higher, and I'm going to angle it differently. Yeah, color. Oh my goodness. So, and I'm going to go a little higher on this side so that they're kind of facing into each other. Now, don't forget that I've got a lot of events coming up. I have changed some of my class schedule and stuff just to accommodate a lot of people and stuff like that. So check them out. I've got my birthday event coming up, which is sold out. And I've got a bingo coming up. I have a games night coming up. Every month I'm going to have something new, so check it out. And so, oh, this Friday is mystery card night. You don't want to miss that. Your dog fur, Betty's dog's fur gets in everywhere. Yeah, I know, huh? It's a little piece of love in every card. Okay, so I'm going to now, this is the tough part. I'm going to put my stem into the flower. I'm going to try, it went in a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to try and go a little bit lower. Oh, see, that one was perfect. And this one, I'm going to angle it a little bit, so I don't want it to go completely in, and it goes down here. So that's pretty good. And what I'm going to do, since I have that, as I got the stamps out, I also want to use my little stamp with a sentiment. Now, I see here I've kind of overlapped. You won't really notice that because I'm going to put a ribbon and a sentiment on top of it. So don't worry too much about it. Now, remember, a lot of people think that when you make cards, they got to be perfect. No, they don't. They don't have to be perfect. That is the great part of a handmade stamp, is because, oh, look at that. That's a different color altogether. Every card is unique. And that's the great thing about handmade stamps, handmade cards. They're all unique. So, okay, I'm going to go with Rococo Rose for my sentiment. And I'm just going to use, see, now, this is where it comes in. I'm just going to do it just along there, and I'm going to cut that. Alrighty. Okay. Like I said, handmade cards do not have to be perfect. That is part of the niceties of them, because they're made with love, right? So don't be too hard on yourself when you create a card. Oh, look, there's cat hair. Okay, so I'm going to cut it down a little bit. Now, one of the items I'm going to use to cut that is, it's a punch, and I think it ran away. It is a punch with, okay, it's got two on here, so I can choose which shape I would like. I really like this one. So, and I'm just going to slide it in and line it up and punch. So that's okay. Maybe I'll go a little closer. Just a smidgen closer. Okay. I am not very good at doing like tails and stuff, so these little punches work great. I have a feeling this one needs to become a little closer too. So these tag punches type deals are really, really useful. I like punches a lot. So look at that. Doesn't that look like a really cute kind of sentiment tag? Now, I want the same kind of look behind it. So this is a little bit larger. I'm going to cut that down a little bit. One sec. Don't go away. And so I'm going to cut that down, and I'm going to do the same thing with this cardstock as I did for this one. So look, see, it matches almost exactly. So I'm going to cut this out right about there a little bit. So as I cut off the punch, I'm not going to be cutting too much. So I'm going to look, because I don't want to take off too much and make it too short. Okay. All right, so we're going to pop that on there. So look at that. So there's a little bit of a frame now that you can see. Okay. And I'm actually going to glue that down at the moment so I don't lose it. I don't want to lose that piece. Okay. And because it would have been white on white. Oh, come on. I would have lost it on the paper. See, when you put it white on white, you kind of lose it a little bit. So that's why I put a bit of the colored cardstock behind it. Now, before I put this on, I am going to grab some ribbon. Okay. And, where the heck did my ribbon go? I had special ribbon that I wanted to use. I wanted to use this kind of ribbon. The white one with the polka dots. Well, apparently the white one with the polka dots is not around. So I will go with the next best thing that I have is just jade. And you know what? It'll match pretty good. Look at that. It's still a little darker, but that's okay. So I am going to just wrap that around and tape it on the back. Can you see it? Oh, it's too low. Sorry. I have a bad habit of doing that. Okay. Right? Come on. See? Sometimes things just... Oh, my goodness. That's a little bit off. So, maybe I had too much coffee this morning. Everything is very exciting today. So, there we go. Fix that problem. Ah, there. Perfect. Now I'm gonna actually make a little bow. And then hey, my fingers almost match. And then I'm gonna put that on top. So, make my little bunny ears. And then kind of pop it around into the hole. And that's a little bit long, so I'm going to pull back on the tails. And then I'm going to pull on the ears and back on the tail. Keep going until it's the size that you want. So I am going to just cut it off there. Okay. So now all I have to do now is actually with my mini glue dots. Okay, I'm going to pop that on with the little ribbon. Okay. And I found when I made the first card, oh, I pop that on there, that I needed to actually pop one of these mini glue dots just underneath the ribbon, because you can't quite tell, but it is kind of popping up a little bit. So I'll stick that underneath just to hold it down. Okay. Now let's move on to our dimensionals. Onto the back of the sentiment. Are you with me, ladies? Alrighty. Hope I'm not going too fast. If I am, you can just rewind. And let's pop that on here. Tuck it under. If I really want that ribbon to sit somewhere else, I would pop a little glue dot underneath, or maybe tuck it underneath like that. Sometimes the ribbons go kind of like wild, so you need to force them in with little glue dots underneath. Okay, so I have that on there. Oh, look at that. Look at the color. That looks like it's a floating head. How can I fix that? I'll think about it. I will think about it. So I'm going to put that on my card base. And I just noticed something, that my sentiment is floating also. Whoop. I'm going to actually put another dimensional under that to kind of hold it the other way. So bear with me. Just going to tuck that underneath. All right. Hold on. It's just that the sentiment is going the other way. Oh, somebody's calling me. Is it you? One of my friends? Are you calling me? Okay. So we got that all done. And now I'm going to put it on the card base itself. Okay. So I'm going to glue that. There we go. I'm using the Seal Plus, as I keep always telling everybody. You don't need that much. It is super, super great sticky glue. Okay. And it's crooked. If you don't press too hard and you pull it off, you can always readjust it. So there we go. Let's try that again. There we go. Now we can add some Wink of Stella if we want. I would suggest doing just dabs. Okay. Just a little bit of dabs. I'm going to do that just in the middle. You do, see, that's what's happening. You don't want to smush. You just want to dab. Okay. Because it will run the ink. So dab, dab, dab. So I'm just going to do that. And maybe if I have some little embellishments, see what I got kicking around here. What could I do? I got a whole bunch. Let's see. I got these ones. Oh, look at that. I got these ones. Oh, you could definitely see. Yeah. Look at that. I could put those under there if I... Oh, you know what? I'm going to put one down here. So why not? Use up those embellishments that you have. And, see, you only need, like, really one. Well, this one's really pretty, too. That's the rhinestone. So add some embellishments. There we go. And that's that one card. So let's get the original card done. So now I've done one of each color on the opposite. So this is on the matte base of Blackberry Bliss, and this is on the, oh, that's why. I have to cut this one down. So I'm going to move that a little bit. And that's on the card base of Rococo Rose. So there we go. How about that? Which one do you like? Ah, I shall post it later and ask this or that. Which one do you like? So that's the first card. Isn't that really nice? I really love those flowers. Really, really nice. Okay, let's move on to the next card we're going to make. Let's see. And that will be this one. And we need, oh, let me get my bone folder so it sits a little flatter. Okay. There we go. Now this one uses the basic black for the cardstock. So for the card base, so I got that. My basic black. I have embossed already the Just Jade, and this is with the brick and mortar set, the embossing folder, and that's going to go on top, but I'm not going to do it yet because I want to put the ribbon around and stuff. And now I have a couple of pieces of white. So this, one of these whites will be to stamp the flowers. So I'm going to see which one it is that fits the strip of basic black. So it's that one. So I know I need to stamp my leaves on this. Or was it that one? Yeah, definitely. Okay, so that one doesn't fit. So I'm going to put the card base and the embossing part aside. I'm going to put this piece of basic black aside. And these are for my flowers. But I'm going to start with the fern part. So let's grab that out of here. So this is the fern here. It is very, very pretty. So let's grab a block that it fits on. And this is block D. Or if you have a Stamparatus, this would work on a Stamparatus also. And I'm using Just Jade because that's the same color as the embossed piece. I'm going to pick up those colors. I'm going to ink it up. Make sure I got a nice base of ink. So you can see my ink pad is very juicy. And I'm going to stamp on one side. Look at that. Oh, I don't know about you, but every time I stamp, and I know what it's going to look like, but when I pull the stamp away from the paper, it's like, oh, I'm in love. So there you go. I don't know about you. That's what happens to me. So that was one of my feelings when I first started stamping. It was the moment I took the stamp away from the paper, it was love at first sight. So this is where the Stampin' Scrub comes in really well. So see all those little nooks and crannies? So I sprayed it, I rub it, and it comes out nice and clean. Okay, so there's a wet side and a dry side to this guy. So you spray it on one side and you dry it on the other. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to put that back in. Love this, love this. Will not part with this. Sorry. I do have other stamps I will have going up for sale. I have stamp sets, I have dies, I have ink pads. They work very well still, but they will be going up for sale on my Facebook page soon. To make room for the new stuff. I'm going to put the medium-sized daisy, or the large daisy on the block. So you see it fits right on the block D. Okay, and the other one fits, it doesn't, oh, it's a little too big for block B. So let's move on to block C. A lot of people ask what block size they should start with. I always strongly suggest starting with either C or D. So if you're starting out with blocks and you can't afford to buy the full set all at once with the 10% discount, get block C and block D if you possibly can. And then maybe from there, maybe go into block H and then start building from that. So those are your basic ones that are very necessary for stamping. So if you're interested in looking into that. So here's my melon mambo. Excuse me. I am going to make sure that the paper I've chosen, okay, covers it. All right. And I'm going to make 2 of these guys. Okay, so 1. Oh, look at that. Look at that detail. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Anyways, and another one. So when we do the bouquets, we're going to be doing about 30 of these and about 20 of the little ones. So that's why you need the punch when we do a bouquet class, because you don't want to fussy cut these suckers out. That would take you forever. And by that time, it would be fall and time to move into something else. So let's clean that guy off. So I did 2 there. Going to bring in the smaller one. And I'm just going to do 1 in the medium size, because the way I build my flower, I only need so many. So grab those punches and stamps before they're gone. And let's get, you know what? I will actually sit down today and figure out when we can do a class on this. And we'll do a bouquet class. So I think the punches and stamp sets are available to the end of May. So if you're interested in doing a bouquet class, drop me an email or a comment below, and we will work towards that. All right. So in the meantime, let's get our punch, and we're going to put it in, and we're just going to kind of move it around till it lines up. Now, some punches, you have to keep going around till you find the right angle that they're in. But this one works really well, that you can probably go from any angle and just kind of line up the petals. So they're all the same. So I can't get any closer because of that. So I'm going to go the opposite way. And it looks like I do have to cut off that part to get into the bottom of the punch. So I'm going to line it up. Try and make it as even as possible all the way around. Punch it out. Like, look at those daisies now. Like, holy cow. Awesome. Love it. And we'll get the medium daisy punch now. Hoping that they come out with a small daisy punch. Oh, that would be so exciting. I would love that. I would just love that. And we're going to punch that guy out. Okay. Now, this is where the fun part comes in. I'm going to layer these on top of each other. But before I do that, I want them to lift up a little bit. So I'm going to take my bone folder and gently, I don't want to do it really hard, but very gently curl some of the petals going up. I don't want them really strongly, like if I do really hard, remember with the ribbons on the balloon, you would pull them and they curl really, really well. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to do slightly with the bone folder. Another great thing to have is the bone folder. The first year when I joined, I didn't have one of these. And I thought, okay, I get away. I don't need one. But you know what? Once I got it, it ended up to be very, very useful. A very simple tool, but very important that I actually use it more than I thought I did. So, okay. So I'm just curling it up a little bit. And you can see there's just a little bit lift to that. Now, I'm going to glue them together. So I'm going to glue these 2 that are the same size. Where are my glue dots? And I'm going to put them flat on to each other. Put my glue dot right in the middle. Okay. And I'm going to, as I place that down, I'm going to place it so that it overlaps, so that the petals overlap a bit. I'm going to take a look again, grab my bone folder. Oh, come on, move. There we go. So I want it to look like a little bit of a full flower. Now, I could just leave it like that, and I've done many cards with just the flower like that, but I like the little one on top, and I'm going to use a mini dimensional just to give that little bit of a lift. Okay, Come on. And I'm going to kind of go opposite and try and fill up those little holes that I have. Okay. So it gives it some depth dimension to that. Okay. Now I'm going to go back, bring in all my pieces. Come on. As you can tell, I got my nails done, but I can't pick anything up. All right. Got my pieces. I've got my basic black. I'm going to mount that on so it has a frame on the top and the bottom. You'll notice there's no frame really on the left and right because it goes all the way across. So let's put a little bit of glue on. Very simple card. Very simple card. So if you're doing like a card swap, like we're having a team card swap, this would be great. And I'm going to put some glue right in the middle where the flower is going to sit. Okay, put them right in the middle. And you'll notice that this daisy extends just slightly beyond the white. I thought that was kind of a cool look. Bring in our card base and our embossed piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ribbon around. Okay, I'm going to cut some of the ribbon. Am I in the frame? And before I mount it onto the card base, I'm going to put it in the lower portion. Glue that down. Handy dandy tape. Put it around. And again, I could either make just a regular bow, or I can make a shoelace bow, or I can do nothing. Oh, I forgot to do my sentiment. So I have that. I'm going to now glue this onto the embossed piece. Okay. And put that on there like that. So it goes all the way to the edge. And I'm going to actually put this on the card base right now since I have it all assembled, because the sentiment won't really matter. Okay. Put that on. And you see that the black kind of blends right into the side here. So and that was the idea. Now I need to put my sentiment on. And I am going to use, from here, it's your time to shine. Okay? It's your time to shine. Okay, and let's get the block that fits that. You see, again, on an angle. And where'd the white go? There we go. I'm going to stamp it up in Melon Mambo. Okay. I'm going to put it near the bottom. So I'm going to use that. There. Now, the reason I had it like that is because I am actually going to use another punch. I love punches, can't you tell? This is the little label punch. I love punches. So much easier to use. And I'm going to line it up. Look, it fits exactly into there, and punch it out. Now, using my little mini adhesive dimensionals, put some of these on. It's good to have the little mini dimensionals because when you work with something very tiny that you want to pop up, they don't overhang, so you don't have to cut them or anything like that. So, get that off. And bring back in my card. And I'm going to put it right in the middle. Maybe on top, below. No, right on top of the ribbon. Wait, why is it not sticky? Oh, that one didn't come off. A little bit over. There we go. And there we go. That's it for that card. I love that color combination. What do you think? Louisiana. Donna from Louisiana. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. That's a long way away. I've been there. Love it, love it, love it. So those are the two cards using the Daisy Lane stamp set. You want to grab it before it goes. And the Daisy, the punch and the medium punch. Grab those before they get away. And let's mark in the comments about the bouquet class. I'm going to start thinking about when we do that. And tomorrow I'm going to find out if it's going to stay, the punches, and when we can do that class. So don't forget to tune in on Friday for a mystery card stamp night. It's free, but you have to join the community page. So take a look through the Facebook post through here, and you'll see the link to the Northern Stamper community page. You want to be there, and that is where the mystery stamping is going to be. It's going to be on Facebook, and but you have to be part of the group, so you don't want to miss that. So all of the dimensions for that are already posted, so you want to check that out. All right, so let's go make some more daisy cards because it is springtime. And we need to send some spring cards out, okay? All right, have a lovely, lovely spring day, and I will see you on Friday. Bye-bye.